Hi, welcome to Talking Points, the show that explores areas of vital interest to you and to your community. I'm your host, Angie Christensen. Today we have the honor of visiting with a very exciting group, the youth group from First Baptist Church, also known as Frontline, and Pastor Ken Baker. Welcome all.
Hi.
It's nice to have each one of you. My goodness, so I'm looking at you here and you're so bright and colorful. And let's see, Ellie, tell me about your jacket.
I go to Ashland High School,
Okay.
and I got this first varsity swim team.
Okay.
And I just represent Ashland High School.
Very good. And now, are you all from Ashland High?
No, me and Emily go to Finks High School, and so we didn't get the memo to wear our jackets, but yeah, we go
No
Finks.
memo. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's introduce everybody. This is Pastor Ken Baker, and he's the youth pastor at the First Baptist Church of Ashland.
Yep.
Okay.
This is Emily Shin, and she goes to Phoenix High, like she had said. And then Ellie Mallory goes to Ashland High School, and then Andrew Robinson, who goes to Phoenix High School.
So we've got a nice spread here, and of course you all get along, and there's no rivalry when it comes to football or basketball or anything. Is that correct? You pray for each other and for your teams to win.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes.
We are going to a baseball game right after this against Phoenix against Ashland. So it'll be
Oh,
interesting.
okay. All right. So here's where sportsmanship will come in.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. So Pastor Ken, now tell me about the Frontline High School Youth Group and what is unique about that group.
I think one of the things that's unique about the Frontline Youth Group is feeling welcome when you come in. We had two kids just 2 weeks ago that came to youth group, and this is their first time, and they got there and just really felt a part of the group.
Okay.
And so I think that's probably one of the things that we stand out with is just a feeling of community.
And that's good.
Yeah.
So when do you meet?
We meet on Thursday nights at 7 p.m.
Okay.
At First Baptist Church. There's a house that's right next to it
Okay.
Called the Youth House, and we meet there.
Okay. Now, we have a lot of really beautiful, colorful artifacts here. Can you tell me why this would be appropriate for this group?
Well, we just got back from Mexico.
Okay.
We've been going to Mexico with the high school group for 26 years.
Wow.
And, it's a great opportunity for students to see a different culture.
Right.
And to experience what it means to not have the things that we have here, but also an opportunity that we have to help out another group, which is the Orphanage down at Sauzal.
Right. Now, Emily, how many years have you been going?
This was my second year.
Your second year. And now you went back, so you must have thought it was okay not to wash your hair every day. And
Yeah,
You
I handled
survived,
that.
yeah.
It was worth it. It was so
Okay.
worth it.
yeah. And Ellie, tell me how many years you've gone.
I've gone for 2 years.
2 years, just about the same. And Andrew?
I've gone 4 years,
4
and then
years.
I also went once with my family when I was little. So
Okay. And you must have really enjoyed it, or you wouldn't have.
yes,
You would continue to go.
I've loved it all years.
Yeah. Okay. So now you had to get there. So did you fly down and you had hors d'oeuvres on the plane? Or
No.
What did you do?
We took a school bus.
Okay.
Like
That should have been
the big
comfortable.
yellow bus
Big yellow bus.
with lots of high schoolers just hanging out in the bus.
How many would you say? How many high schoolers?
This year we had 15 high schoolers, I think.
Okay.
So it was a smaller group, which was a really fun time. Like not so many people. You got to know everyone a lot better.
Okay.
So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah. So how long did it take to get there?
Couple days.
A couple of days. Did you drive straight?
Well, yeah, we drove for like half the day on Thursday, the day we left, and then we stayed the night at a church, and then we drove all day Friday, which was a
Wow.
very long day,
Yeah.
and we stayed like right over the border, right inside the U.S., and then Saturday is when we actually entered Mexico.
Okay. So, Ellie, tell me what your impression was of going over the border. Were you afraid? There's a lot of stories out, you know.
We weren't really scared, but we I guess going over the border was a little different than last year because we all had to get off the bus this time. But,
Oh, you did? No, why is that?
I'm not sure why they changed it, but we all got off the bus and they ended up checking one girl, but that was about it, just because it was random checking. And
Okay.
but it wasn't really scary and it wasn't really very hard or anything. It was just
So that was
and
going over. So
what
that
you
was with the
normally-
Mexican authorities. What about when you came back into the United States? It was they would have the U.S. authorities.
That was the same as last year, and it's a bunch of metal detectors, and if they ask you where you're from and where you're going, and just check your stuff, and it's pretty much like an airport.
Okay, sort of like TSA.
Yes.
No pat downs, however.
No.
But did you see dogs? Like drug sniffing dogs?
I think there were some on that went for
Okay.
the bus or something, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I drive the bus, and
Oh, you do?
when we came through, we go through Tecate when we come out. It's an easier border to cross.
Okay.
It's just less busy than Tijuana, and so the kids get off the bus and they go in through the building where they have to show their passports and stuff like that.
Right.
And then the bus driver stays out on the bus or in front of the bus, and then they bring the drug dog through and just
Ooh.
to check everything. It's kind of a
It's a little unnerving.
it's a little unnerving because it's just different, and you're
Right.
hoping that no one snuck on or anything happened or
yeah.
anything, and so, but
Right.
yeah, of course, we haven't had any issues with that. So.
Yeah. So, Andrew, did you visit any taco stands?
Yes, we did.
You did? Where's your favorite taco stand?
I don't know. It's when we get our showers, wherever.
Oh, you get a shower.
Yeah, well, we drive into Ensenada,
Okay.
and we pay for showers there, and so we're all nice and clean, and then we usually go to a taco stand.
Okay.
And
What's your favorite kind of taco?
I really like the shrimp taco.
Shrimp. Whoa.
I really don't like seafood, but the fish and shrimp tacos are very good.
I
So.
see. Well, we're going to take that on good authority then,
Like,
next
yeah.
time we go down.
Yeah.
So tell me some of the, and feel free, any of you, feel free to answer. What are some of the things that you did in Mexico as far as work at the orphanage?
I helped lay tile in the girls' dorm room, like where all the girls stay at the orphanage. And it was a big project to take on for all of us because there was a lot of work to do.
Did you have a team?
Yeah, there were 2 teams that were doing it.
Okay.
So there were quite a few of us, but there were a couple setbacks, so it was hard work.
But you learned, had you ever done that before, tile
I
laying?
hadn't, so I got to learn how, and now my
Yeah.
parents are trying to get me to tile our house, and I'm like, no thank
Wow,
you.
this could lead to some sort of a new career in
know.
a tile layer or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. And how about you, Ellie? What did you do?
I was also on tiling crew.
Okay.
Me and Emily were on the same team, and it was pretty hard. Me and my friend Morgan ended up kind of tiling our way out of a room to just try to get it done because there was a lot of stuff to do. But I'm pretty proud of it because we actually did get it all done, even though there was a lot of work.
Yeah.
So.
And Andrew, what did you do?
I'm a senior this year, and I actually did my senior project for the orphanage, and I built bookshelves and storage shelves here in the U.S., and then we shipped them to the orphanage. So I built 2 bookshelves and 7 storage shelves, and so I put those together with another student, and the 2 bookshelves went in the school room, and so they could put all their school stuff in there, and then the storage shelves went in the orphans' rooms, so they could each have their own shelf for their own personal belongings and stuff. So.
Wow, that's impressive. So you learned how to do carpentry.
Yes, I did.
That's going to serve you well. You're going to be able to use that later on. I'm sure your mom at home would just love to have you build some shelves.
Yeah.
In the garage, your dad would like to have you organize the garage.
Yeah, I think they got their list started. So.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
So now you were each on a team, is that correct? Now what did you do? Tell me what your day was like. When you got up in the morning, tell me, each of you just add, what's a typical day at El Sauzal Orphanage in Mexico for you?
For me, well, I went on the morning walks. There's walks that you can go on in the morning
I see.
where you get up
Oh.
about an hour earlier. So you get up at 6, which is pretty early for your spring break, but it's a lot of fun. And we just go and walk around through the dirt roads and just see how beautiful it is and watch the sunrise and all that. And then we get back around 7:30, and we do our devotionals each separately, which is really nice. 'Cause
Now
it's
what's a
just-
devotional?
just going in and looking at God's word and just looking through what he has to tell us and just seeing what you can take out of it to further your relationship with him, and it's really nice because it's so quiet down there, and we don't have all of our distractions, like all of our phones and iPods and computers.
Wow, no phones, no computers.
Yeah, none
How
of
did
that.
you survive? How long did it take you to get used to not having that?
It wasn't that bad. I mean, last year it was kind of weird because I love my iPod. Like, I love music, so like not having my music, it was a little bit hard to, not have music all the time.
Right.
But it's not that bad. Like, everyone thinks it's like, oh, that's so hard, but it's not. Like,
It's not
if
so
you
hard.
just put it away, it's so much nicer without it because you can concentrate on things that really do matter.
Yes.
So after devotions, we go and have breakfast all together, which is a lot of fun.
What kind of food did you have for breakfast?
Let's see, we had pancakes and like French toast and
Okay.
oatmeal and, normal breakfast foods.
Now, did some of you help with that, helping to cook?
Yeah, the different work groups kind of like circulated for each morning. So if you were on kitchen duty that day, you'd have to get up a little bit earlier so that you could do your devotion a little bit earlier, and then go help for a half hour with cooking and stuff. So you'd like get to fry bacon and a whole bunch of stuff.
So that's another skill that you learned, learning how to cook. And when you got home, your mom said, "Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yes, when are you going again?" Yeah, that is great. And Andrew, then tell me some more about the day.
It's really what I like about it is it's not a big orphanage, and we're always doing stuff together, and so that's the part I like. You're working in groups, and then you're eating together, and then you do your small groups together with different students.
Okay.
So you really get to interact with the other students,
Okay.
and it's just you really get to know them better than just like once a week at youth group or at church. So it's a lot of like working together and just like a family oriented.
Was it hard to get along?
No, I think not. No,
No, it wasn't.
no. I mean, it's pretty
Good.
easygoing.
Yeah.
Maybe a few little flaws, not flaws, but it's like people snoring.
Yeah.
I personally snore, so
Did anybody shove a sock in your mouth?
no, luckily. So
They were kind. They were learning patience
yeah,
with you.
nothing major. So yeah.
Okay. So, and then after that, what did you do in the evening?
In the evenings, we would have dinner, and we would have dinner with the kids from the orphanage.
Ooh.
So we would all line up outside the dining hall, and we would each take a student with us, and we would help them get their dinner, and then we would sit them down and go get ours, and then sit with them and try to talk to them. For some of us, it's harder than others because
So
I
some of
don't
you
know that much
Spanish.
Spanish.
Oh, some do, though.
Yeah, there's some
Okay.
that are pretty fluent, so it was nice.
Yeah.
We got to spend time with the kids then. And then after dinner, we have a little bit of free time where we can play with the kids and stuff before they go to bed. And then we come together and have worship time where we all just sing, and Ken will do like an ending wrap-up of the devotional for the day, and he just kind of ties it all together, and it's really fun.
Do you feel like you've changed as a result of going to Mexico?